Everyone needs to just calm down a bit. So there's been a bit of GTA drama on Twitter this week. It started out with a tweet from a guy called Liam. He's someone who's quite active in and involved in GTA discourse on social media, mainly Twitter. He works on a website called GTA Base, which, as far as I can tell, has articles about GTA news and updates and so on. And he said this: exclusive. GTA 6 has been internally delayed by Rockstar Games, and they're already decided on the early to mid 2026 release window. PC is planned for about 12 to 18 months after the console launch. This information comes from multiple devs across 2 studios. Now, this Liam guy is obviously just a GTA fan who maybe wanted to be seen to be in the know and to have some sort of, exclusive information, whoever it may be from, whether it's true or not. But I mean, overall, it was pretty innocent, and even prompted some other GTA commentators on social media to, claim that they have some information from their, aunts, cousins, grandmothers, dogs who work at Rockstar or whatever, and they've got this exclusive information, and they've found out that it's delayed. But this whole thing sort of backfired on Liam overall. He received a lot of criticism from people on social media, although he did strongly defend himself. And he even dragged in Jason Schreier. Now, for those who don't know who Jason Schreier is, he's someone we talk about a fair bit here. And he's a journalist for Bloomberg, but he's essentially the most trusted and reliable journalist when it comes to GTA 6. He's very well connected, very much knows what he's talking about. And Jason Schreier initially didn't want to get involved, but he then eventually addressed the drama and said this. He said, "The internet and my DMs blew up this weekend over a rumour that GTA 6 is delayed. Good news is that 6 Rockstar employees all told me they have not heard of any delay. Bad news, it's a big, ambitious game and could very well slip. Too much time left to say anything definitive. I want to be very clear. 6 staff told me they weren't informed of a delay. For all I know, Rockstar's executive team could have decided months ago to delay GTA 6 without telling the company, but the lack of internal announcement suggests that the Twitter rumour was nonsense." And I think he's kind of hit the nail on the head here. And I also wanted to refer back to something he wrote for Bloomberg back in March. This article called GTA 6 Delay Report Spurs Overblown Concern. This was after there were multiple claims that GTA 6 was being pushed back to 2026, something that was later proved at that point to be false. And this just kind of sums up my feelings on all these rumours about delays. So he says, "In reality, video games are always behind schedule and risk getting delayed at any time, especially when they're as ambitious and under as much pressure as the next GTA. And there is so much time between now and the end of 2025 that even if the production was somehow going perfectly, it would be impossible for anyone to state definitively that the game will be ready in 21 months. Of course, there's a possibility that GTA 6 will slip out of 2025, he says. Rockstar's previous game, Red Dead Redemption 2, was originally announced for release in 2017 and was delayed twice before it landed in October 2018. This new GTA is already arriving later than anyone at Rockstar could have anticipated a decade ago when they first started conceiving it. Game development is a messy, non-linear process beset by the biggest challenges of both technology and art. A game must function as expected and at the same time must be beautiful, interesting and fun. Thousands of people are working on GTA 6, many in their own silos where they are writing code for weather physics or recording actor performances or hunting for bugs on the streets of fake Miami. Their jobs are all intertwined and dependent on one another, and a single bottleneck, such as a level layout taking longer than anticipated or script pages arriving late, can have cascading effects across every discipline, snowballing over time. But for now, he said in March, There's no indication that anything significant has changed. Last summer, he says, I asked someone at Rockstar how things were going, and they responded with one word: chaos. Then in March, he asked a few other people at the company what they made of the rumour mill, and was mostly met with shrugs. He says, of course development of the next GTA is falling behind. It always is. Now, I think this is just, the level-headed and sensible approach to these kinds of rumours. Could GTA 6 be delayed? Yes, absolutely. Could it be pushed back to 2026? Yes, absolutely. It's already been delayed internally from early 2025 to autumn 2025, and we know Rockstar have a history of delaying their games, and I really would not be surprised if GTA 6 followed that. But if we go back to Liam's tweet, then we really should take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if these multiple developers across 2 studios he's referring to would know with absolute certainty that it would be delayed until 2026. They might not know. They might not be involved in the process at all. That might just be their general feeling, or they might not exist at all. As Jason Schreier says, this is a big company with multiple offices, and not everyone knows everything. Personally, I can say I work for a big company that has offices all around the world, and I don't always know what's going on at the top. Sometimes I think I have an idea, and sometimes it's right, but sometimes it's wrong. So who knows? This is a massive company with lots of different moving parts, and as Jason Schreier points out, one thing can easily affect another and can affect another and another, and that can lead to delays. But if you're in one of those individual areas, chances are you're not going to know unless you've been told directly. And I'd also like to point out that at the last earnings call for Rockstar's parent company, Take-Two Interactive, they were confident that GTA 6 was still on track to come out in autumn 2025. That call was just over a month ago, and it would have been completely truthful because the call was for investors. That seems like a short period of time to go from everything's on track to we're pushing it back until 2026. But, maybe it isn't. But I think this overreaction is just the reaction of a community which has been kind of starved for information about a game that we're so excited for. Whenever we get the tiniest bit of information, whether it's true or not, things get crazy and people turn on each other. But we will be getting information soon, be patient. Hopefully a trailer is coming in the next few months, and maybe some screenshots and some cover art too. Just calm down and be patient. We won't know whether GTA 6 is 100% delayed until we hear it directly from the horse's mouth, from Rockstar or Take-Two. And we have the next Take-Two Interactive earnings call in November. So if GTA 6 is delayed, we will find out in that call. Or we might receive a trailer before then.